What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Apothecary Diaries. Today we are watching, it's called Festering Resentment. That sounds like someone just took a thesaurus and ran with it. Festering Resentment. Who's resenting? Why is it festering? Does that have to do with the doc? Is the doc festering resentment? Who is he resenting? Is he even him? Anyways, last episode I dealt with ice cream. And the doc is here. Trying to help with Gyokyo's baby. So without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure the original content, as always. Just hit my computer. Hope everything's okay. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Or is it resentment for the doc?
Here it is.
Why don't you wear a hair
Yes.
stick?
Hair sticks.
Please, wear that one.
A promise is a promise, I guess.
Little lady, what are you crushing so diligently?
Mugwort for Lady Gyokyo's moxibustion.
Mao Mao, you must ask Gwen's permission before using his things.
Yes.
Oh gosh. What was his name? Glenn? Is that the first time we got his name?
Dad was assigned to the doctor's office, not directly to the Jade Pavilion. It was probably Master Jinshi's plan. At least one other person is carrying the Emperor's child in the rear palace, so it makes sense.
Oh, have you heard about how the Crystal Pavilion got a whole new batch of ladies in waiting? You know, after the last head lady in waiting left?
Oh, left.
Heard many of them are older, so the atmosphere there got a lot calmer.
Many of the workers in the rear palace are young. Elderly women are extremely rare.
That should do the trick.
What is this, Dad?
I wrote down the things I find concerning in the rear palace right now.
Let's see.
Who are you going to give it to?
Wow,
Jinshi?
woman, your handwriting is nice.
That's what you notice?
Well, Mao Mao, can you think of anything I missed?
No, I think you've covered most of it.
Gwen, does your family happen to sell paper more or less this size?
Yes, that shouldn't be a problem.
Mao Mao, they built a school here recently, did they not?
Heck yeah.
Excellent. Go ask if they can use this as a model for the students to emulate in their writing practice.
Oh, so you could
want
print
the
more of.
students to help mass produce the notice.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ask today.
Smart.
Thank you.
Now, why can't he use that intellect to make some necessary improvements to his own life?
He doesn't need to.
Well, my mugwort is ready. Time to go.
Hi.
Stop that. You'll tear my clothes.
What's wrong, Mao Mao? You were making such a fuss.
Maybe it's this. It's not for cats. Now then,
That must mean
what
something.
to do next? I'm carrying it with me.
You gotta put it in your
The
hair.
last time I put it on.
Oh, look! Isn't that the hairpin you got from Master Jinshi at the garden party?
Maybe later.
No, you're gonna meet Jinshi. He's gonna ask.
That's Loman's handwriting.
Oh, you can tell.
Your old friend's
Long
back.
ago, we all copied his handwriting to study for our exams, civil service tests.
Just so you know, he's back in the rear palace right now.
Oh, where is Xiaolan? Why isn't she with you today?
She's a bit preoccupied lately because of her term expiring, and because of that young eunuch, honestly.
I know excitement is rare around here, but is that one eunuch really worth all the fuss he's been causing?
No.
They said that having the young eunuchs on the south side was an issue, so they sent some of the eunuchs over to the north side. But I heard the court ladies at the clinic really appreciate the male help.
I guess Lady Shunryu would have a lot of work for the young eunuchs.
Heck yeah.
So,
Put them in their
what
place.
can I help you with today?
Oh, right. My adoptive father wanted you to use this text he wrote as an example for students to practice writing.
I see what the old doctor's doing. He wants copies to post everywhere.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
He used to write things like this in the past, too.
So you're saying you posted paper notices in the past, too?
So it was more than 20 years ago at this point. It
Was the Empress-
all over the rear palace. Do not use whitening powder with lead in it. Avoid using strong fragrances. Don't pick plants in the rear palace without permission. It seems the content is more or less the same.
The same?
The same as this? Dad must have posted those warnings purely out of goodwill. Little does he know, it helps those with evil intent learn about harmful substances.
True.
Who would know about the warnings posted the last time? Has to be.
Who's old?
Excuse me.
Oh. You're from the Jade Pavilion.
Lady Shunryu. This is alcohol. It's distilled and very strong as well.
Why, thank you. Let me make us some tea.
Okay. Foot in the door.
Assuming they all joined in their teens or 20s, there must be a reason why they've stayed at the rear palace 2 decades or more.
I joined the rear palace at 10 years old. And all the other court ladies joined around the same age too, give or take.
Interesting.
In the current rear palace, they don't hire girls that young, not nearly. But back in the late Emperor's era, once the Emperor lays his hands on you, you can't leave the rear palace.
There's nobody out there waiting to welcome us back. Not back then.
I see now. The rear palace. This is where the resentment towards them is festering.
That's the name.
Shenryu was worried about the servant who fell ill at the Crystal Pavilion. Perhaps it's Shenryu who taught Xin, the head lady-in-waiting at the Crystal Pavilion, how to make abortifacients.
It's not confirmed, but there's a possibility that she is pregnant.
Oh? Give this to Lady Xin, the head lady-in-waiting.
What is it?
Things that can be harmful to pregnant women. Some can even induce abortions if they are combined.
No, there's no way she could be bad.
And those things were for sale. Such people might seize the opportunity. Why did they sell it? Perhaps the court ladies at the clinic merely told the merchants which scents they wanted.
Shoot, I just got blindsided.
Something wrong?
It's not important.
Unless she's wrong.
Well, if you're sure. If you want to read any of the books here, feel free to take them.
But
Just
she
make sure
seems
to
so
return.
nice.
Quite the collection. What a very impressive book on insects.
Yes, that was added to the library without me noticing.
Who do we know that loves insects?
Did Shisui bring this one with her? But how could a servant girl own such an expensive book? She used a notebook made of paper. She can read and write, too.
Yep. How could she
Why
afford
is she
paper?
a servant girl?
Are you gonna actually ask these questions? Or are you gonna be like, oh, well, never mind.
A rather high voice for a man.
Yep.
Sweet, eh?
Oh, what? Grace.
Should I scream? If I throw the bottle of alcohol and run, I might be able to get away.
I wouldn't try running, or it will cost you. Don't you want to know what my true goal is?
Not
What
really.
makes you think I'll listen?
This might help.
Oh,
Shisui!
Momo,
but,
I'm
okay.
so sorry. Or maybe you don't care if she lives or dies.
What if they're in cahoots?
Tell me what it is you want.
We're going on a little trip. You do want to know how to make resurrection medicine.
Yeah, she does. Gosh dang it.
She is not to be underestimated.
Oh, it hasn't ended yet. Gosh dang it.
It's often said the Grand Commandant, Lakan, a high-ranking official, is a fox, whereas Shisho, the ruler of Shihokushu, a political heavyweight from the late Emperor's era, is a tanuki.
What the heck is a tanuki?
So I was hoping we would have the chance for some tea. I thought this would be a good opportunity to invite Master Shisho as well.
Oh, really? He says he will join you.
In that case, why don't we relocate to the center courtyard?
Why?
Now, Master Lakan, you wish to discuss something?
Yeah, what?
Yes, that's right. You do recall the assassination plot in Shihokushu.
Wait, are
Oh,
those
gun.
plans for a Feifa?
Perhaps you'd be kind enough to tell me what you're looking at, Master Shisho.
I've never seen anything like it before.
Just think, if you were able to mass-produce these weapons, the shape of warfare would be forever changed. And
Yup.
somehow, these weapons found their way into the hands of scoundrels seeking to kill the Imperial younger brother.
Then again, isn't it your responsibility to find the answer?
Oh, rest assured, I will. Now, shall we move on to the main topic? Behold! A record of the Go game I played with my wife yesterday!
Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
Since when are you married?
Like this move here! Somehow I was able to dodge it, but then she followed up with this one! It was
How
quite
long is this going to go?
I love how he's excited about
Sincere
this.
apologies. I have work, so if you'll excuse me.
Before you leave, though, would you care for some refreshing grape juice? When served in glass, it truly brings out the red.
Huh?
What?
I agree. It is rather beautiful.
He's colorblind. He's colorblind. So he's part of the emperor lineage.
Remarkable. It has a unique color, don't you think?
That doesn't have a hint of red to it.
So that would mean
when you mentioned the color,
the guy has a reason to kill
shall correct him.
Just like
the son, Jinchi.
Oh, I can finally take off my mask.
Huh? Is that Aruo?
She looks like a handsome bureaucrat. Who would have guessed they were actually Lady Aduo?
It was
High
Aruo.
concubine.
Oh my gosh, what?
The fox was such an oddball. He made the Tanuki look normal. He seems quite indulgent toward his wife.
Yet again, a
To his
stupid
daughter as well. I still can't believe those two are related.
She's the
stinking
reason why Master
matching
Jinchi the eunuch
clones.
is busy. For her to disappear like that.
Thank goodness this episode ended, because I wanted to speak for so long. And I don't know where to start. It kept on layering. So, you know what? Okay, so let's go to... So this is a lot bigger than I assumed, because I assumed that it was just Sweet A. What? I also assumed it was more people because of how Sweet A was able to resurrect and get out. But, okay. To know that this lady is also part in it is crazy. Because, so I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that she was part of it. And I just assumed Mao Mao was assuming the worst. And she was wrong. But it wasn't until Sweet A showed up and said, you should be careful what you're saying to Mao Mao. She pretty much figured out what you did based off of what you said, thus giving her this reaction right here. So this reaction tells us that what Mao Mao assumed is correct, which is crazy to think because I didn't clock it whatsoever. In this situation, so during the reaction, I said that they're in cahoots. They're working together. The only reason why I say that is because of all the other assumptions I have in the past. First off, Shui, I believe, is Lolan. That's assumption number one that I hope is correct. The second assumption that I made happened, I think, an episode or two ago when Sweet A got accepted as being a eunuch. The next scene showed Lolan getting information. And during that time, I made the assumption, or I made the statement saying, everything that has to do with Sweet A, the next panel or the next moment we get is Lolan getting some sort of information, some handmaiding, and is getting information to Lolan, thus making me believe that Lolan and Sweet A know each other or working together. So putting those two assumptions together would mean that Lolan is working with Sweet A right now in order to get Mao Mao. My assumptions, who knows if I'm going to be correct. But again, if those assumptions are correct, then that would also make sense to Lolan's dad. So Lolan's dad that we see, Lock-On is questioning him because Lock-On believes that he is involved in the assassination attempt on Jinchi, or the Prince Emperor, whatever you want to call him. I was saying Jinchi for now, in which technically Lock-On saying all this is just accusation. He's assuming. And right now they were basic accusations because there was no intent behind it. Like, we didn't know the intent behind it. But with the whole freaking grape juice situation, we learned that he's colorblind. So he must be a descendant of the mother, of the great mother something, right? I'll just call her great mother. So to me, I believe that he is, I'm gonna try to bring this all together. During the last emperor's rule, because he was the only brother to survive this whole sickness, he ended up getting the throne, which means that the family members that were related to the other brothers were probably pissed. So I'm guessing that this dude, Lolan's dad, was related to one of the brothers who died, the brother who was supposed to take the throne, because assuming that he is part of the mother's lineage, you would assume that the soon-to-be emperor he was related to would have that same colorblindness. So he feels like he got cheated from the throne, or his family got cheated from the throne. So that is why I feel as though he is trying to assassinate the emperor. So in total, I think there's 3 separate parties that are in cahoots with each other that are trying to take out this empire, the state of the empire that's in right now. You have Lolan's dad, plus Olan, who feel as though they were cheated out of the throne because their family member got sick and died, and they blame the empress or the old emperor. So they are working with Suire, who hates the emperor and the prince because her mom was taken by the old emperor, had a child who was, I think, her. And because she was a girl, her and her mother were pushed to the side. And both of them are also in cahoots with this girl, or the doctor girl, clinic girl, and most likely the whole clinic because of how long they've been there, which would mean that they were girls during the old emperor's time, which means they were probably taken advantage of. So they also have hatred towards the emperor. So those are the 3 cases we know, at least for right now. There could be a lot more. And that could be the reason why we know so much people that were trying to help Suire. Not Suire. Suire. So I feel as though this is close to a mutiny. But all the things that I'm assuming right now make sense. They all fit. So unless I'm told otherwise, I'm going to go with that theory of everything. Maybe, what was the picture again? Maybe the whole reason why Shishui, or maybe the whole reason why Lolan became Shishui was to gain favor with Mao Mao, get Mao Mao to like her. That way this hostage situation would work. Not only would this hostage situation work, but while pretending to be a servant girl, she would get to know Mao Mao a lot more, all of her secrets, what she's doing, how she's thinking, getting to know her enemy, right? I originally thought that Lolan was being Shishui in order to remove herself from the burdens of being a high consort, right? Living life, which, I mean, it could be part of the influence as to why she did this, but it also could be part of the influence of trying to get into Mao Mao's good graces. But yeah, you know what? I'm done talking about this episode. I feel like I've been talking for hours. Anyways, that was my reaction to the Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 16. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.